Surfing. Catching a wave. Hanging 10. Whatever you may call it, surfing has always been an activity of the sea. Until now.
Started at Hershey Park riding and seeing somebody doing moves and tricks. I was like, you know, I think I could do that. So I went out and tried, and when you know, it's like you go out there the board in front of you, do a ghost rider, and you're like, oh, that's so cool. Do a ghost rider with your arm up. I'm like, yeah, flex.
Got a season pass for Camel Beach. I'm like, this looks cool. I think I can do this.
It's called a FlowRider, and it's a man-made wave unlike anything else. Jets blast water up to 30 miles per hour over a rubber trampoline-like surface for riders to either bodyboard or stand-up flowboard on. FlowRiders can be the difference between an average day at the water park and an exciting, fulfilling, and adventurous one.
Sure, if there was advice, first advice is practice and have fun while you're doing it. If you're not having fun while practicing, none of it even matters. It's all about the fun.
I've been riding for exactly 1 year now. Well, you see, I do moderate rides, so I ride every day, but only after 3 o'clock on weekdays. So I get about 2 to 3 hours of riding done per day.
Just a little bit. You know.
Yeah, just a little bit. Moderate.
Yep. I practice when I don't have injuries 2 days a week. That's the most I can get in. I work 5 days a week. Ride Saturday, ride Sunday.
So how do you get started on the wave? First, choose your style. There's bodyboarding, in which you lay down on your belly on a boogie board, aka a bodyboard. Then you use your body weight and the rails of the board to turn. But the most important thing is to keep your feet flat in the water. Next up, the more difficult of the two. Flowboarding, aka stand-up riding. When first learning, an instructor will usually help you get on the wave by pushing you in. You want most of your body weight on your back foot, that is, the foot closer to the back of the wave. The more weight you put back, the higher up the wave you go. The more you even out, the lower you go.
I try to teach people, but with FlowRider, it's something you can't really teach. No matter how much you do it, it's not until you feel it. You got to feel it inside. Like whenever I'm carving, I didn't get that. I was told a million times by a lot of people better than me, I couldn't do it. It wasn't until I felt it. You got to feel the wave, and then after you feel the wave, you can do a lot better.
No, I agree 100% though, because it's like, you just can't like
Alright, so
no matter how much you try to tell people, it doesn't click in the brain.
Yeah. And James is right. Although it may seem simple enough, taming the FlowRider is a lot tougher than everyday water park goers think.
It's just ride and have fun, and if you do it more than twice, you'll end up having a passion, and you'll plan your vacations after FlowRiders, and only where FlowRiders are at.
Anyone who flowboards or bodyboards will agree that you don't necessarily choose the FlowRider. The FlowRider chooses you. The wave gets in your head. And from that point on, you keep coming back. Every ride becomes a journey. You meet great friends, and you never feel such peace as you do gliding across the wave. It's truly profound.
How does being on the wave make you feel?
Makes me feel good. It's more of the interaction off the wave. The interaction off the wave, meeting everyone, and then just hanging out with people. That's the best part of it.
Worst experience on flow? That's a good question. One doesn't pop to mind. I would have to think of it would have been more personal bad experiences that I did, but not when it came to flow. Man, you got me there. Yeah, there's not too many bad experiences.
The coolest thing is seeing the reactions in little kids' faces. It's just amazing to see them be so happy and cheerful when you're on it.
Those who decide to dedicate all their time to the wave and go professional can compete in an annual competition the FlowRider community calls Flow Tour. The crew and judges of experienced riders travel across the United States and even other countries in a series of FlowRider hotspots where competitions are held. These hotspots consist of primary and secondary stops.
My home flow is H2O Poconos. That's H2O Poconos. They are awesome. They treat us like royalty. If you're on their family, if you ride there, they treat us phenomenally. H2O, Split Rock Resort, they're great. That is my home wave. We have a 6-man team right now that goes around and competes. But yeah, we all come together, we teach people. We have early sessions. When people rent early sessions too, we help them out, give up our time.
My home flow, I would have to say, is Camel Beach in Tannersville, PA.
Camel Beach Water Park in Tannersville, Pennsylvania was a secondary stop on the path of Flow Tour in 2019, bringing in riders from as far as hours away to compete.
That's my best moment, is watching everybody when new people come in and compete. The people they're up there standing with, they won't shun you away. They'll talk to you and bring you in, and we call it a flow family.
For James, this is the first flow tour in which he's competing. For Corey, it's one of many, although that doesn't make the competition any less intimidating.
Well, when I go out there, it was different. I was never in a sport that had judges and had people judging you and judging other people. So that element is completely different for me from versus team activity, team sports, or even wrestling one-on-one. It's win or lose. Here there's judging. So I went back. When I first competed, I turned white as a ghost. I'm not kidding, white as a ghost. Everybody was coming up saying, "You okay?" I'm like, dude, I'm just nervous, man. You gotta be judged. So I decided to start slapping myself, get some adrenaline flowing. And once I got the adrenaline flowing, I felt much better. And of course, I like going up. When I get nervous, I end up going hype, and that's why I got the nickname the Hype Man, because I didn't like nerves. So that was my way of getting rid of it. Start dancing, do something to get your mind off of nerves or something else. Think of a song. Yeah. Well, my favorite trick comes with multiple tricks. And what I like to say, a 6-piece combo. I like to throw multiple tricks in, but if I had to pick just one trick that I can do, it's my air rodeo. And I go big air, big ups, and throw it full send always.
What's the best experience you had with FlowRider?
I can't really pin down one experience.
Yeah.
I would just, again, go back to the connecting with everyone. That's really, flowboarding was pretty fun with everyone, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. Every time I come to the wave, it's the best time.
Age will be the only thing that I can think of at this moment besides injury that will stop me from riding. Right now, the passion burns, the fire burns. I have no thought of stopping.
Camel Beach Mountain Waterparks 2019 Flow Tour was a success. Everyone had a blast, made great friends, and got to ride all day. The community of so-called Flowboarders is small, but continuing to grow. Every summer, thousands of people across the world get to experience the adrenaline rush of a Flowrider. The small few that get hooked come together to create something new.
We're a small sport at this time, but I think the coolest thing right now is that we're able to go into other resorts and other water parks and shut down their home wave and host a competition, meet all the locals. When you go around and travel the country, you meet all the local groups, and everybody has. And once you meet that local group, you know, you're friends forever, and it's about adding family, adding friendship.
No matter who you are or your background in sports, giving FlowRider a go on your next trip to a water park can be less of a ride and more of a life-changing experience.
Second thing is get your own board. You can ride a park board for so long, that'll only get you so far. Once you get your own board, especially body boards, I mean a world of a difference between park board and your own board. And other than that, just come out to an event, meet people, and enjoy yourself.